Good day, Explorer. Siren and I have been discussing your recent ordeal. It is tragic, simply tragic, that such destruction was inflicted. I cannot overstate it. The dragons must be stopped. The one bright spot in this whole situation is that your actions have saved many lives and gained allies for the Priory. As steward, I'm pleased to promote you to the Priory's highest active rank, Magister.
Thank you, Steward Gix. It's a great honor.
Congratulations, fellow Magister!
Celebrate all you like, but I need you to run a small errand as well. An associate of mine recently developed a new equation that might pinpoint weaknesses in higher magical entities, like the dragons. Maeva has offered the Priory a copy of her research. I want you to go to Lion's Arch and pick it up.
Sounds like fun. I'll meet you at her house. It's on the beach, near the Western Ward. This is the right house, but Gix didn't say anything about weird lights and thumping noises. Do you think that's normal?
I seriously doubt it. The house's defense mechanisms have been activated.
Oh no. Maybe someone tried to break in and steal Maeva's research. We'd better head in and find Maeva. She may need our help.
Salutations. I see you're from the Priory. Thanks for the help. I'm glad I didn't have to wait for the defenses to deactivate.
And how long would that have taken exactly?
Oh, 3,500 years, give or take a decade. At that point, I would have emerged from stasis, confident that the radiation was gone. What's this? Aha! The creature that invaded my house was some kind of Orion scout. I told Gix that my equations predicted an assault on Lion's Arch. This intrusion implies we've reached time critical for that attack.
If that's true, then the whole city's in danger. Maeva, go to the Priory. Show Gix your research. My friend and I will head for Claw Island immediately. We have to warn the Lion Guard.
What's on Claw Island?
The Claw Island fortress stands in the harbor of Lion's Arch. It's the last defense against invasion from the sea. If Zaitan's going to attack the city, its minions will have to fight their way past the fort.
Urge the situation.
Thank you for meeting with us, Watch Commander Talon. We have grave news. One of Zaitan's minions breached the city. We destroyed it, but the creature was likely scouting for a much bigger force. An attack is imminent.
A what? That's extremely unlikely. We've seen no sign of an impending attack. If there was to be one, we'd know of it.
By the bow, Siren? May the tree watch over you, young one. How's the Priory treating you?
Firstborn, it is an honor to see you again. I'm so glad you're here. Something terrible is about to happen. Traherne, this is my dear friend, one of the kindest and most dedicated Magisters in the Priory. Magister, this is Traherne, Tyria's foremost scholar on Zaitan and Or. He's a hero to me.
Commander Talon, I can confirm their information. Zaitan's servants are indeed approaching. A fleet of dead ships has launched from the Straits of Devastation. The Risen sail beneath a cloak of stealth.
Whatever you've seen, it can't be a real threat. Claw Island can withstand any assault. Speak with my commanders, Brack and Mira. Once you review our defenses, you'll realize there's nothing to fear.
Hostiles incoming!
They're being over!
Medic! We need a medic over here! Commander Talon, hold on. You'll be all right.
Quiet, Mira. Soldiers don't need lies. Retreat to the city. Tell the Commodore. We did all we could.
By your will, Commander. I swear to you, this isn't over.
Mira, the island is overwhelmed. We have to evacuate the Lion Guard and ignite the watchtowers to warn the city.
No, you'll never make it to the beacon with these risen monstrosities chasing you. We'll have to fight our way back. The Lion Guard will make a stand in the courtyard while you go for the tower. God's willing, the Risen will be too busy fighting us to stop you.
Your bravery is commendable, Deputy Mira, but your soldiers cannot survive a protracted battle against this many undead.
It's the duty of every Lion Guard to lay down our lives to protect our city. If that's what it takes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll rally in the courtyard. You light the warning beacons. Now go!
The Dragon's servants will never let our ships sail. If they surround the docks, they'll slaughter us, and Zaitan's forces will grow.
Our soldiers are too injured to fight. They can barely walk. We can't form a defense and still get them all aboard.
Someone needs to hold them off and give everyone else time to escape. No, not someone. Me.
You can't win against those monsters, Siren. There are too many of them.
If I can keep them busy, it's enough of a win for me. Gix always said I was an exceptional troublemaker. When you and I met, I didn't think about anything but myself. I wanted fun, excitement, risks. I didn't really care about others. In my short life, you've taught me the most important lesson. Friends will go through anything for each other. That's why I have to do this. I've always wondered what it would be like to go to the Mists. It'll be a new adventure. So much left I wanted to see. I can't let you hurt them. I won't.
Magister, is it true? Siren, she's really dead.
It's true, Gix. I'm sorry. But at least she went out bravely. Because of her sacrifice, the survivors reached Lion's Arch.
I'd always hoped Siren would learn responsibility. But not like this. She was a turnip-brained, leaf-loving hero. And she will be missed.
Siren's courage provided opportunity. But your bravery led us to safety, my friend. I owe you a great debt, Magister.
You may not be a member of the Priory, Traherne, but you know more about the Oriens than anyone in Tyria. What do you recommend?
These undead are commanded by a powerful wraith. He'll remain hidden while his minions carry out the slaughter.
So, we must discover the unseen, I believe the Priory has an artifact that will aid us. An idol of Balthazar, the human god of war, murder, etc., etc. It can transform one individual. The more you kill, the more powerful you become, until your enemy can no longer hide from you. But it is risky.
I'll do it. Siren was never afraid to take risks. She gave us a chance to protect the city, and I plan to do exactly that.
Well done, Magister. You channeled the idol's power without turning into a ravaging, blood-crazed psychopath. Ah, I may not have mentioned that particular side effect. Well, never mind. Good job.
The idol is incredibly strong. Can we use it against the Vanguard at Claw Island?
Sadly, no. The human god of mass murder is not a deity that likes to use the same tactic twice. The idol's no longer enchanted.
Not long ago, an associate of mine, Tegwin, was trapped in Ore. Since her return, she's been training Sylvari to fight the Orions. We could use their help.
It's also possible that my researchers have finished their most recent project. They were modifying a sonic weapon we captured from the dredge.
Those both sound like good ideas. Manpower or firepower. Give me a moment to think before I decide.
Whatever you decide, I'm going with you. You need the help, and I owe it to Siren.
After we saved our village, Karis and I felt the call to continue fighting against Ore. It has become our wild hunt.
A proud duty. Tegwin, I'm sure you remember the mirror that washed up on the beach near the village of Anwin.
I remember it. I also remember how its magic forced me into Ore, and the terrors I saw in that dark land.
I didn't like Ore at all. It felt like Zaitan's teeth were closing around me the whole time we were there. But we're safe here, right?
I'm sorry, Karis, but that's no longer true. Zaitan has attacked Lion's Arch. Claw Island has fallen, and the city may be next.
Oh no! Oh, tumbling turnips! Lion's Arch? It can't be.
Tegwin, you and Karis have seen the dragon's evil firsthand. We need you to be part of the Derman Priory's effort to save the city.
Traherne, I want to help, but we have duties here. There's a champion of Zaitan in this swamp, and we've sworn to destroy her.
Then we'll help. We'll enter the swamp with you and clear it out for good.
Listen, do you hear that? It's their master, Zaitan's lieutenant. She's the one that drives these attacks. Her name is Herbosa the Wretched, and she's quite creepy. Mold in your mouth creepy. Once she's defeated, the undead will scatter.
Ready your weapons. That scream is getting closer.
Farewell, Herbosa. May your spirit find rest in the mists.
The mists, which are far from the dragon. Very, very far. Lucky Herbosa, really.
Thank you for aiding us. At last I feel the abatement of my wild hunt's call. The danger here is over.
Tegwin, you and Karis have seen what Zaitan can do firsthand. We need you and those like you to come and fight.
Ever since our first journey into Ore, Sylvari from the Caledon Forest have sought us out, wanting to defeat Zaitan. You fought with them today. They're a stalwart group, and loyal. If Karis and I aid you, they'll come as well.
A unit of battle-trained Sylvari with experience in Ore. What more could we ask for? Thank you. We'll see you in Lion's Arch.
I'm concerned. The Orions are entrenched. It will be incredibly difficult to regain Claw Island.
We can't give up hope, Traherne.
I haven't lost hope. In fact, I'm counting on hope to lead the way. I feel that we should ask for wisdom from the Pale Tree. If anyone knows how to defeat Zaitan, it is the Mother. Meet me at the Grove, and we'll speak with her before the battle. Mother Tree, I am sure by now you have heard of the destruction at Claw Island. Zaitan is attacking in force.
The soul of Tyria mourned as her children were cut down by the beast. The land wept, and the world shuddered.
My friend and I seek to right that wrong. We wish to fight Zaitan and take back what was lost. We've come to ask your counsel.
The answer is at the heart of Tyria's future. and your own. Both of you must face the darkness, become guiding stars in the night.
Is it even possible to defeat Zhaitan?
Only with great courage. Come, I will show you a vision of your future and the challenges to come.
To see the sky, feel once more the wind and the sun. Although my nation is drowned, the slow blood still pulses in its veins. Or was once the heart of Tyria, so full of life. I was the last of a line of proud rulers. Now my nation is enslaved. What do you seek here? Or has nothing left to give, save ash and bones?
We came to fight Zhaitan. Can you give us counsel?
Zhaitan can be defeated, but that will not save Or. The land must be cleansed of this poison. Seek the source.
Is Zhaitan the source, or is there some other poison that fouls Or? Please tell us.
Seek the source. Cleanse Or. Seek the source.
To know the future, even the mere possibility can be a great burden. I am sorry, brave heroes, that you must walk this path.
Must these things come to pass, Mother? Must I take up Khaled Bolg and travel into the heart of Or?
You must both take up this mantle. Traherne, your duty is to cleanse Or. Your friend shall aid you, and then face the dragon.
And Claw Island. Can we retake it and save Lion's Arch?
I believe so. But that will not be your first test. The dragon seeks to destroy its enemies before they can strike. I see within the dream that Zhaitan's forces enter battle, not against Lion's Arch, but at the heart of your order.
My order headquarters? No, how could that be? How could Zhaitan even know?
Those who have been corrupted reveal everything to Zhaitan. Nothing is secret, least of all those places where his enemies hide.
If my friends are in danger, I have to go to them. They have no warning, they'll be slaughtered.
I will go with you. Our fates are bound together, and from this day forward, we fight as one.
Farewell, valiant souls. May your wild hunt be successful, and may your courage illuminate the dark of night.
Look there, the pale tree was right. The Derman Priory is overwhelmed. We'll have to fight our way in.
The scholars need our help. We need to gather everyone we find. Build a fighting force as we head in.
Good idea. Be cautious, Magister. These Orions are fueled by the dragon's hatred, and it is strong right now.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll watch your back, you watch mine. That mega laser bolt was gigantic. Stuart Gix, are you all right?
I'm fine. Poor, brave scholars. Our explorers fought well, but we were no match for the Risen.
More undead are coming. What can we do to defend against them?
Go downstairs, to the vaults. Defend the research teams. They can help us raise an appropriate defense. Break out the emergency weapons supply. Tell them to gather every obscure invention and ready every inscrutable device. We are not giving up. Once you clear the undead out of the vaults, get back up here. My magic can only hold back the Risen for a short while.
We'll hurry. Do everything you can, Stuart Gix. Just give us time.
If we hadn't arrived in time, the Priory would have been lost. Thank the pale tree.
The Mother Tree is very wise. I'm glad we saw her. If the Priory had fallen, we'd never be able to defend Lion's Arch. Do you remember what she said? With unity, many impossible things can be achieved. She was right. The Priory can't fight Zhaitan like this. We may have the knowledge, but we lack both an army and the resources.
We can't have that kind of peace-loving, low-down poltroon talk. Did the Risen strike you on the head? We cannot give up the struggle.
Steward, the other orders of Tyria share our concerns about the dragons. The Priory should contact them and divulge information on Orr.
Terrible idea. The Order of Whispers are underhanded backstabbers, and those brainless warmongers in the Vigil are even worse.
You're wrong, Winnet. They simply have their own ways of fighting Zhaitan. Both would be staunch allies in this war.
Perhaps you're right. The fact that Zhaitan could strike at the Priory's heart shakes me to the core. I trust you, Magister, and I trust Traherne. Go to the other orders. Set up a meeting. Tell them that the Dermond Priory respectfully wishes to negotiate terms of accord.
Thank you, Steward. I'll do everything I can.
It's only as useful as...
Enough bickering, all of you. Our real enemy lurks across the waves. Zhaitan's servants march at the gates of Lion's Arch. We must band together, or we will all be destroyed.
When I joined my order, I swore to fight Zhaitan. I will die for Tyria if I must. However, I believe that together we can win. The Vigil has shown tremendous courage in the fight against the dragons. This alliance will require courage as well. Why back down now? The Order of Whispers has seen nations rise and fall. You cannot hide from this threat. You need to make a stand. And who knows more about the dragons than the Priory? Just think of how much there is to learn. Where else but in Orr?
By the worlds of eternal alchemy, you're bold. But you're correct. Knowledge is useless if it is not used. We shall aid you.
The Order of Whispers has worked for generations to bring nations together. We can do no less now. Our blades are yours.
The Vigil fears nothing, not even ill-tempered, undisciplined louts like these two. We'll join, but I insist there's a decent hierarchy. Who will lead this compact?
Logic dictates that it cannot be a member of any of our orders, lest one be seen as above the other two. Quite a conundrum.
I've already considered that. Traherne, you've never joined an order, yet they all respect you. You've studied Orr all your life. Will you lead us?
I never wanted to be a soldier. I'm only a seeker of truth. But, yes, I will lead this pack to the gates of Arah, and together, we will see Zhaitan destroyed. First, to Claw Island. Let us send our defiant message straight into the heart of Orr. Tyria stands as one.
Marshal Traherne, sir. I'm Efoot, liaison for the Vigil troops. The Lion Guard are clearing some road, but the inner courtyard gate is blocked.
My Priory explorers brought a biomantic siege capacitor, Marshal. Our top mystics have been working on it for some time. It could be useful.
I've heard of that device. Whispers agents stole a copy of the blueprints, but we couldn't figure out your bizarre telemetry. There's a working prototype?
Of course. Nothing's beyond the Priory's intelligence. Unfortunately, it's a portable model, so it lacks the power to blast through a fortified gate.
What if we amplified this capacitor in some way?
Clever. The signal towers use magical panels to increase brightness. If we reversed the panel's direction and adjusted the enchantment, we could amplify the beam.
It's improvised off the cuff and madcap. But you know, it just might work. Still, there are far too many undead between here and the signal tower.
Leave that part to me. The Vigil may not understand your boo-boo matic wheeze calculator, but we know plenty about killing undead.
Then we have a plan. Commander Efoot, move out. Your crusaders can guide the way.
One reconstellated configurer coming up.
Well done. We've secured the docks.
What about the courtyard, Marshal? That big dragon thing will be on us the minute we charge in there.
We need to retake the ramparts and deploy siege weapons. Then we can cover the sky while we clear the courtyard.
I can help there. Priory alchemists have crafted special ammunition to weaken champions like that one. We can force that monster to the ground.
Once you get it down, we'll get it dead. Put your trust in Vigil Steel.
Captured Claw Island, and in so doing, saved Lion's Arch as well. I do not know what lies ahead of us, my friend, but for the first time, I have hope that this alliance can save Tyria from the dragons. Hope for the future. Hope for all.
This is a momentous day. The tide of history has changed, Traherne.
Indeed. Many people doubted. Even the Orders weren't truly certain it could be done. Never before has Tyria been so united. Let all hear the echo of this battle. We can defeat the dragons. We will.
Zhaitan waits at the center of Or, surrounded by a nation of undead. The battle to destroy the dragon will not be easy, but it can be won.
There is a ruined fortress at the edge of Or, south of the Shattercleft Hills. From that high cliff, you can see the spires of Or rising beyond the Straits of Devastation. We will take this fort and make it our own. The Pact will rebuild it. We will place our banners, and from there we will strike at the dragon's heart. I will make plans with the leaders of the Orders and gather troops at that location. You deserve some well-earned rest, my friend. Join me when you are ready, and together, we will find a way to slay Zhaitan.